Hello everyone, Minecraft Dog here, and today I am streaming some Civilization 5. Now, I do have both of the DLCs installed. By the way, I am live streaming this right now. So, if you're watching live, thank you for watching, and if you are watching this afterwards, still thank you for watching. So, I'm gonna start a single-player game, no mods, and I have no clue what I'm gonna set up here. No, I'm going to go for a random leader. I'm going to go for... Yes, no, let's just do random map. And random maps, let's go random everything. I usually play as a settler, but I think I'm going to go up to Chieftain. And I'm going to leave it at quick. Because I like to get pretty far done in this live stream. I will be splitting this live stream up into several videos that I'm going to upload throughout the week. So if you want to rewatch this, you'll see it through the week. So, I'm going to start. Now, for those of you who don't know what Civilization 5 is, I'm the Spanish Empire.
Servant of God, Holy Queen of Castile and Leon, your people greet and welcome you. You are the ruler of Spain, a beautiful and ancient country at the crossroads of the world between Europe and Africa, one shore on the Mediterranean and the other on the mighty Atlantic Ocean. The Spanish are a multicultural people with roots in the Muslim and Christian world. A seafaring race, Spanish explorers found and conquered much of the New World, and for many centuries its gold and silver brought Spain unrivaled wealth and power, making the Spanish court the envy of the world. O fair and virtuous Isabella, will you rebuild the Spanish Empire and show the world again the greatness of your people? Will you take up the mantle of the Holy Monarchy and vanquish your foes under heaven's watchful eyes? Your adoring subjects await your command. Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
Okay, for those of you who don't know what Civilization 5 is, it is a turn-based strategy game where you play as different civilizations from around the world, and you start back at 4000 BC, and you kind of run the civilization. So right now, so far, my settlers have started right around some sheep, some pearls, some gems, as well as stone and bananas. So this actually looks like a pretty good place to start my first city, so I'm going to found Madrid. And as for my warriors, I'm going to have them sit alert. I would send them out exploring, but if I come across any barbarians, I don't want to be left unguarded. So right away, I'm going to start by building a scout to explore. And I'm going to start, let's see, we have sheep, so I'm going to start with research of animal husbandry. I'm going to end my turn. You can get this game from Steam. The link should be down in the description of this stream and videos. Alright, there's nothing to do this turn, so I'm just going to go on to the next turn. There are other civilizations playing, controlled by the computer. I'm playing single player, but I have not met any of them yet. I don't know what civilizations they're going to be, and I don't know where they are. So I'll come across them later in the game as well. You can tell because I'm playing a quick game, because we started at 4000 BC, we're only in turn 3, and we've gone through almost 200 years of history already, and we're only on turn 3. If you chose a longer play setting, each turn would be smaller than the amount that we have going now. So I'm going to send my scouts to automatically explore, and we've discovered ruins somewhere up there. So actually I'm going to tell these guys to go up there, then I'll send them back to automatically explore later. I'm going to start the building of a monument. Go on to the next turn. So scouts, start heading your way to the ruins. Nothing else going on this turn.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he...
So now we've finished researching animal husbandry, so now once I get some workers I can create a pasture over the sheep. And I'm going to go get the ruins. I discovered a crudely drawn map which outlines the surrounding area. So now you can see a lot of my area has been, the fog of war has lifted. So let's choose a new research. Now, I don't think I have anything to trap around my civilization currently. So I am going to go into pottery. That way I can get more food, and with more food my city will grow farther. And it will grow more. Right now there's 2 citizens. 3 turns until a new one is born. I believe the more food you have, the faster that will go, and you won't lose any. If you run out of food, your citizens will start dying. Excuse me. So, alright. Let's set the scout to go back to Auto Explorer. And what he'll do automatically is great. We found barbarians. But when you set your scout to Auto Explorer, he will just go over all the areas that you haven't explored yet, so all the areas covered in the fog of war. So that way you don't have to keep an eye on them. You just let them go off. So we've discovered more runes. You can see it flashing down on the map. So I think the scouts, being that they're on Explorer Automated, I think he'll automatically go over there and grab it. But if not, I'll redirect him. Yeah, you can see he automatically explored it. There's some cows up there, as well as some buffalo. Buffalo at work as a food source. And there's also some fish that I can use a workboat to fish. Oh! When we explored that ruins, apparently my scouts were upgraded to archers, so I'm actually going to bring them back to the city. I'll have to get more scouts coming. Well, we need a worker, but scout comes faster, so we'll do scout. And I'm immediately going to start with Liberty, because I think that'll help our civilization expand faster. So we finished pottery. And right now, by the way, these little markers tell you your advisors what they recommend. So my military advisor, as well as my economic advisor, recommend I research sailing, while my foreign advisor recommends I research calendar, and my science recommends I research writing. Now this requires calendar to get bananas. Being that I want these resources, I am probably going to go into calendar. And probably the reason why the foreign advisor recommended going into calendar is that way I could get the bananas, so when I come across other civilizations, they'll want to probably trade bananas for other resources. So I want you to come back into the city limits and go on to alert. When you set your military units on alert, they'll keep an eye out for any barbarians or any civilizations you might be at war at, and they will sleep until they see any enemies in their line of range, and then it'll notify you, and you can either choose to attack or to let them sit there. So, nothing to do this turn. Adopt a new policy. And we have +1 production for every city and +5 production in cities when constructing buildings. That sounds really good. The improvement construction rate is increased by 25% and a worker appears near the city capital. Well, now that's another good thing because I need a worker, and this will help me get a worker faster. This is also great in building stuff, but I'm going to go for the worker at the moment, and then I'll come back and do that next time I have enough culture. So now I have a worker. I'm actually going to set him to automated as well because they know their job better than I do. I can send them to make plantations and stuff, but when it comes to roads and railroads and other stuff later in the game, I just don't know how to build good ones, so I'll leave that to the automation. So our scout's done. I'm going to set him back to Explore Automate. Now I'm going to... See, we got 3 food. Over here, because it's sandy, I don't think we can make a farm. We might be able to. But because of that, I am not going to do a shrine, but I think I'm going to go for a granary because it will give me +2 food. Even though it'll take me 8 turns because I have low production. So world's most well-fed people. This compares you with other, these are going to be AI in the game. So apparently I'm playing with 3 other civilizations, and I am the most well-fed civilization currently. Now, what am I going to research? See, this will get us to Great Library. as much as I want to research sailing, especially because I'm on the coast, and there is pearls that would be nice to get, I think I'm going to research writing just for the Great Library. Well, let's see, it costs 131 production. How many production do I get? I get 5. So, let me grab my calculator. 131 divided by 5. That's going to take me, I guess, 26 turns if I'm doing this right. So that's not going to be worth it at the moment, so I am going to research sailing. Ruins explored. So let's see, what did I choose? No, I chose random, so I have no clue what this world's going to be, and I also chose random size. So, okay, there's more barbarians there. So it looks like we have barbarians coming from the north and the southwest. So northwest and southwest, so I'll have to keep an eye out when I'm making new civilizations. New policy. Now I'm going to go into the Republic and get the extra production. That's now going to give me 6.3 production. I believe this is production per turn? I'm not positive. But it tells you what the breakdown from everything you get. So, yeah, 6.3. So if that's production per turn, so that's going to up the construction of stuff by 1.3 production, because I believe it used to be 5. Ruins discovered. Alright. I'm hoping this isn't a tiny world as the setting, because then this will get really crunched once we come across other civilizations. You found lost survivors in the ruins. In gratitude, they settle in one of your cities, increasing their population. So now I have 5 citizens. Now these are wonders. They give you plus faith, and I usually like to build the wonders because I'm like, yeah, I got Stonehenge in my city. But I'm not going to do that at the moment because I want to work on other more important buildings. Apparently I can make a stoneworks, which I've never seen before, but I know they recently updated this game and a lot of stuff's been broken in it, but I haven't had a problem so far.
He who commands the...
Alright, so now I can make a cargo ship. So that's probably, cargo ship, let's see. Cargo ship, that's a warship, and a workboat. Now I'm going to make a workboat, because I think workboats can do pearls? Can they only do fishing? Okay, like fish, so I think I can use those for pearls. A cargo ship, if I come across another civilization that's on the coast, I can make a trade route with them. But I can tell right here that there's a city-state up here, just because I can see their border. I saw it down here in the map. Alright. New research. I still don't have any animals around me, but I'm going to have to research trapping eventually. Optics is going to be good for sailing. Archery is going to also be well for military, because I'm going to need that before I can get any farther. And writing is going to give me embassies, the Great Library, and a normal library. Let's see, normal library is 50. Divide that by, I think, the 6.1 that we had. It'll take us about 8 turns to make a library. So I'm going to stick with archery at the moment. And when I get more production, I'll start researching the other topics. Okay, looks like my scouts are being chased by some barbarian warriors over here. Now, scouts are pretty defenseless. They have an attack and they have a defense, but it's really not that strong. You can see if I attack them, it's a stalemate. We'll probably be pretty even. So I don't want them to attack, though. I want them to go off and explore, and hopefully I can try to escape them. Which would have been easier if I didn't just run into another barbarian camp. But I don't really care if I lose those scouts, because they're cheap to make. They don't require much time. Alright, so I'm going to start on a workboat, so I can start getting these pearls. Because pearls, I believe, are considered a luxury resource, which means other civilizations will give a lot for them. Alright, we got archery. So these guys have wandered off. Let's go see the city-state up here. You meant the city-state of Antwerp? So I'm the first great empire they've met, so they provide me with 30 gold. Okay. So, rational. They have jewelry and cotton. That's not that much. later in the game, if we find city-states that have materials or resources that we want and we don't have, I think we can become allies with them and convince them to give us some of the resources.